All right, so air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Your overall energy for the weekend is the moon. So you could definitely be feeling very emotional. Maybe there are some things going on where your intuition or psychic abilities are heightened. You could be tapped into someone else's energies and confusing them for your own. And you also could be doing a lot of dreaming. Intuition could be a little muddled, only because maybe you're thinking too deeply into something, or you can't fully detect what it is that you're sensing or, picking up emotionally.
Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
All right, so you also have Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and then you have the King of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Tower, Strength, and Six of Coins. All right, so some interesting energy, and you've got like a few majors coming out, so it kind of feels like whatever is going on this weekend is destined. For one, it seems like you're tapped into someone's energy. And like I said, with the moon being an overall energy, maybe you are confused about where some sort of emotions are coming from. And it could very well be that it's coming from someone else. Maybe whether you're in a relationship or you're having some sort of connection with somebody, it does seem like someone could be trying to channel you, or you guys are just kind of like vibrating on the same frequency. If you are making some sort of love connection, it seems like there's this fear that comes over you, or maybe this person is bringing out your insecurities, or some sort of emotional traumas, but there could be some sort of fear of, abandonment, or allowing yourself to be vulnerable, trusting again. And then too, you just might be connecting with someone who is very psychic or intuitive, or maybe the both of you are, and it's just kind of like really making people's emotions run haywire because you're both so sensitive. It could feel like you're dealing with some sort of illusion. Maybe you feel like you can't tell what's real and what's not. And it seems like your intuition could be trying to guide you. But like I said, it's, there's a balance that needs to happen. And it does look like ultimately you find your balance. I think too, what could be happening is that you're getting closer to some sort of shift or change. Or maybe you're also just very sensitive to something that's getting ready to happen in your life. Like you're really tapped into it. And it does seem like there's going to be some sort of abrupt change in your life. Not necessarily an ending, but a change. Maybe something's going on where your routine gets shuffled around, or, something that you're used to, like you're used to a routine, you're used to a schedule. Whatever it is, it seems like it's just like all out of whack. And maybe you're also needing to have like the courage to deal with whatever is getting ready to happen. Now, it kind of feels like there is someone that is coming towards you, but maybe this person is like super nervous, and it could be a fire sign or a water sign. Yeah. And maybe this person is having such deep romantic feelings for you that is, waking up something within them. Someone could be coming into your life to be like a catalyst of change. But I'm getting that this is like mutual energy. So it's not just going to be one-sided. If you're learning something, so are they. And I feel like I said, there's going to be some sort of awakening here. It does look like at some point, if someone is wanting to approach you, they get comfortable enough to do so. It could also just take you by surprise as to who it is that's interested in you. Maybe it's something that's very unexpected. Maybe you would also be surprised that this person would be so nervous approaching you. But like I said, it could be because maybe you are triggering their, I don't know why I'm tripping today, but it's like maybe you are triggering their abandonment issues or any type of insecurities. Like if this person is normally a confident person, for whatever reason, you make them feel extremely insecure or nervous. From a spiritual standpoint, I feel like it's because you're soulmates. And I feel like you're like ancient soulmates. And there is a fear because maybe in a previous life, things ended abruptly. And that was scarring to the point where that pain carried over into the next life and the next life and the next life. And so it's like when you recognize each other, that trauma is still there. It's like, oh my God, like, why am I so afraid to love this person? And it's kind of like embedded in the soul's DNA that, yeah, because there was a tragedy last time you fell in love with this person. Even if something wasn't your fault, it's just like that left a scar, or something happened to them, it left a scar within you. So whatever is going on, it just seems like there is a very deep ancient love being activated. And it's not for the faint of heart. But like I said, I feel like you do have the strength to manage whatever the situation is, and things will balance out. It could initially be very chaotic or crazy, but things will work itself out. And you will feel maybe normal again, or things are going to be back to normal. So I also see this as like a mutual agreement, soul contract. And so I feel that the two of you made a promise to each other, and your souls are needing to fulfill whatever this is. And I'm sorry if this is sounding all romantic, but I do feel like for somebody, this is about an old love story coming back to life. I'm getting the name Brandon for somebody, and I heard Richard. Yeah. So, yeah. Something else I was picking up here. So, I mean, just even if it's not pertaining to a love situation, maybe you are a fire sign with air placements or water placements. But whatever the case, it still seems like this weekend could be very emotional for you. And maybe you're watching something and all of a sudden you feel some type of way. You feel deep empathy. Maybe you're drinking in moderation, but then you have 1 cup too many. And the next thing you know you're super emotional about something. It could be a mixture of happy emotion, and then it could be sad, but really this could be happy emotion and just feeling overwhelmed, like because you feel so good or you feel so happy about something as well. So it could be that. It doesn't necessarily have to be emotional depression, crying because of sadness, but because you're just so overjoyed or overwhelmed. You might even find yourself crying and being like, I don't know why I'm crying. Then you start laughing and that crazy weird thing happens. So yeah, it definitely seems like there's heavy energy going on. And it makes sense because like even before I started your reading, I had to like breathe in and breathe out a few times because my heart just started going bananas. And I was like, oh my God. And every time that happens, I don't even be thinking about it, but it usually ends up having something to do with being tapped into someone else's energy. And that can also apply to if someone is no longer here. And that is my personal theory. Like, that's your body's way of telling you that they're near. So if there is a loved one visiting you over the weekend, you could definitely feel their energy. But of course, if you're feeling like you're hyperventilating or your heart is going bananas, then see a physician or go to the emergency if you do feel like it's a medical condition. Yeah, so for the most part, it just seems like you're dealing with heavy emotions. Now, it also looks, it's like a similar energy to Star, whereas you will receive something that you're in need of. You will receive help or assistance. Anything that you need. Maybe you need money. Maybe you need someone to do a favor for you. Maybe, whatever the case. But I feel like you will receive whatever it is that you need. This also can indicate you are just doing something nice for somebody or being generous or sharing something with someone. And then for some of you, there is a possibility of an apology. Seems to be strong fire energy coming through. Feels like you're being pursued by a fire sign. Unless you're the fire sign with the air energy and, doing the pursuing. But feels like there is this connection, and maybe you are someone's ideal archetype of a person. Maybe someone sees themselves falling in love with you. And like I said, it's just maybe it's some sort of instant and intense soul recognition, where it just feels like someone is uncontrollably falling in love. And maybe that is also scary because it's like, I can't control this. Why can't I turn it off? Like, I normally know how to detach. I know how to control my emotions, but something is spiraling here. So I feel like maybe that is the type of love that somebody is experiencing. Is just so intense that you can't control it, and it's just scary. It also looks like Spirit is trying to bring two people together, or maybe whatever angels are in charge of your love life, they could be, bringing you in contact with your love interest. And the reason why, like I said, it does look like two people are on the same frequency. And that's why you're coming together. That's why you're in alignment with each other, because it's time to connect with each other. It's time to meet each other. And this does feel more like a new connection as opposed to an established relationship. If you are in an established relationship, it could be something happening where you cross paths with someone and that scares you because you're normally a loyal person. But maybe having such a strong emotional connection with someone, it throws you off. Now, also, you could be chasing your dreams. Maybe you feel delusional for chasing after your dreams, but it seems like you're doing it. Again, I like the Six of Coins here at the end because I feel like something is paying off. Or you're going to get what you wished for. And Nine of Cups is also associated with wish fulfillment. So there could be something manifesting for you. So if someone wasn't single before, maybe they're single now. And they're glad because now they can approach you and ask you out. And then whatever's going on, I feel like you're enjoying it. You're enjoying this person pursuing you. Maybe this person is giving you a lot of compliments. Maybe this person is, spoiling you in some way. It seems like you're also going to be glad that something happened when it did. Or maybe you're going to be glad that you made a decision to do something when you did, because it just put you in the right place at the right time. So if this is not anything romantic, it still seems like you are in alignment with your heart's desires. Whatever it is that your heart has been desiring and wanting, it seems like you're in alignment with it. So there could also be something unexpected when it comes to an earth sign. It could be revealed to you that an earth sign has been thinking about you. I also feel like someone initially did not want to admit that they were heartbroken, but they'll admit it. Maybe someone has had a chance to heal and grow. I feel like I'm getting an L name too, but it might be unusual, like Lambert. Okay, so I also see anger. Someone could be angry at you for moving on and just kind of being like, how dare they? Now, people could be approaching you because you have some sort of comforting quality about yourself. Like maybe you are giving off some sort of protective vibe. You might have strangers coming up to you because they feel like they trust you. And then it also kind of feels like maybe you're being surrounded by ancestors or spirits who are protecting you. All right, so if someone is in a relationship, I do feel like maybe they're dealing with a little bit of temptation and they're confused by it because they don't normally find themselves attracted to anybody outside their relationship. But it does seem like somebody's losing it a little bit. They're thrown off guard by their own desires. I feel like someone's favorite flower are tulips. Someone could surprise you with tulips. Now, initially, too, it seems like maybe someone is trying to block you from having something, but they can't stop something that's destined or meant for you. Something is also looking like right when you are in denial is when things turn around. Like there could be some sort of moment of loss of faith and something might turn things around. If there have been issues between you and your mother, whether they're still living or not, it just seems like peace is being made between the two of you. I also feel like you are going to inherit some sort of gift or it's being activated. Like any gift that's been lying dormant is being activated. Even if you already have some sort of psychic ability It could be something that maybe it's being strengthened, or maybe it's just another psychic ability that's being awakened. Also, I feel like somebody is losing weight if they have been trying to lose weight. All right, so let's see what additional messages there are. All right, additional messages for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have yin and yang, storm warning, similar energy as the Tower, patience, overall energy, and decision. All right, so maybe you feel like you're stuck or at a crossroads. But I see something being presented to you. It's like an opportunity that you're destined for. It looks like something is perfect for you. Now, there was a lot of relationship stuff coming out, so it could be you being guided or choosing the path of your soulmate. But if it's not soulmate as in person, it still seems like your soul job, your soul home, or something that you want really bad and you feel like it belongs to you. Your heart desires it. It seems like that is what you're headed towards. Again, it just seems like it's speaking into an alignment that's happening. And then, like I said, this Tower energy. There is something happening that causes some sort of disruption in your life. Maybe whether it's your schedule or your routine, is just indicating some sort of shakeup. It also could be mentally, where, you know, it could be like an anxiety attack, or just kind of like having a sudden reality, like something just hits you like a ton of bricks and you're like, oh my God, why didn't I ever realize this? Or, you know, whatever the case is, it just seems like maybe it's a little dramatic. But even if it's just dramatic for you and not to everyone else, it seems like this is dramatic for you, or it's like maybe like a big deal. Now, that is also followed by patience. So, like I was saying, if you kind of, maybe you feel like certain things are out of your control and you feel like a little despair or like giving up, I kind of feel like you're going to get a big reminder to have patience. This also makes me feel like something is near, and that is what you're picking up on. You feel that something is near. Maybe it's a change in your life or a person coming towards you, but you can feel it. I feel like for the most part, whatever happens, just trust the process. Look for clues or signs along the way, synchronicities. I feel like 22 could be a significant number for you, as well as multiples of 8. So I'm like seeing the 8, 16, 24, like something significant about eights. Yeah. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.